Kimberly from Carthage.
Okay, for many of you that know, Carthage is on winter break right now, and I live in Rolling Meadows, Illinois. It took me over an hour to get here. That is how much I love you. And you can ask the boy. We got lost in Racine, and I would rather be lost on the south side of Chicago than here because it is a grid in Chicago, not diagonal. Hey, turnarounds. And my GPS was going in circles. All right, I have two poems that are not that long. One of them is it's a love poem because it's my 5-month anniversary with the boy. And another one is, I call it Gray Matter, and it's about Grey's Anatomy. Kind of. I want to love like me thinking of you, thinking of me, thinking of you type love, or me telling my friends more than I've ever admitted to myself about how I feel about you type love, or hating how jealous you are, but loving how much you want me all to yourself type love, or seeing how my first name just sounds so good next to your last name. I wanted to see how far I could get without calling you, and I barely made it out of my garage. I want a love that makes me wait until he falls asleep and then wonder what he's dreaming about. Or who loves the other more, or what he's doing at this exact moment, or slow dancing in the middle of our apartment to the music of our hearts, closing my eyes and imagining how a love so good could hurt so much when he's not there. And I love not knowing where this love is headed type love. Check this. I want to place all those little post-it notes all around the house, so if he ever forgets how much I love him type love, not having enough ink in my pen to write all these notes, hope I make him feel as good as he makes me feel. And just like in high school, I want to spend hours on the phone not saying shit, and then fall asleep and wake up with him right there next to me, and smell him all up in my covers type love. I want to try counting the ways I love him, then lose count in the middle, just so I can start all over again. I want to celebrate one of those 1-month anniversaries, even though they're not really anniversaries, but do it just because it makes him happy. I want to fall in love to the melody the phone plays when one of us dials. Talk to you until I lose my breath. He leaves me breathless, but with the expanding of my lungs, I inhale him all back into me. I want a love that makes me need to change my cell phone calling plan to something that allows me to talk to him longer. Because in all honesty, I want to avoid one of those high cell phone bills type love. And I want a love that makes me regret how small my hands are. I mean, the lines on my palms don't give me enough time to talk to you as long as I'd like to type love. I want a love that makes me stutter just thinking about how strong this love is type love. And I want a love that makes me want to cut all my hair off. Well, maybe not all the hair. Maybe I'll cut the split ends and trim my bangs, but it'll still be a symbol of how strong my love is for him. And I'm kind of feeling comfortable now, so I'd even be fantasizing about walking out on a green light, just dying to get hit by a car so I could lose my memory, get transported to some third world country just to get treated, then meet up with you again just so I could fall in love with you in a different language, just so I could see if it feels the same. I want a love that's unexplainable as he is. Happened to me and my girls while watching Grey's Anatomy. Carrie and Allison were tangled up, kissing on the couch, while Jill hugged a pillow in her lap, dishing me the dirtiest of dirt. That's when we four recoiled from the TV in stark silence. I'd hardly even noticed that it was on, but there she was, that freckled white girl with stringy hair, pressed against the pillowcase, face crumpled with tears, with that curly-locked boy that she didn't love at all, who leaned over her and heaved himself inside of her again and again. He'd look away, she'd cry. He'd look away, and she'd cry. She, faking it on all fronts. When he saw her tears, I don't remember him asking why. I just remember watching the TV and seeing him storm out of the room furious, as she wailed and cried after him. I don't remember which of the four of us said it first, but we all agreed. Turn that shit off. As each of us shuddered in our own ways, shoulders pulled inward, ghosts walking on our graves, body memories tugging at nipples, ears, chins, throats. My roommate explained to me the day after that the point of the story was that she was in the wrong. She used him because she was in love with somebody else. Patrick Dempsey, the not-so-divorced doctor. They even said so on The View. I said, it didn't really matter to me, and tried to shake the sight of her silhouette, pleading with that boy to forgive her, and tried not to time travel the bedroom tears that I had shed when partners of mine did not stop, or told me it was all right, or didn't ask, or tried to argue, no, reason with me, when I did not find the courage to speak up. It's always consensual, right? But if the girl doesn't speak up, how are you supposed to know? I mean, why doesn't she say something? Something happened to me and my girls while watching Grey's Anatomy. The four of us struck silent, that maybe, just for once, its confusion was a little too true to life.